I've been a young person at Chilypep since I was 14, and so I was referred to Chilypep for unrelated reasons. And then I met Chantel, and after talking to her a few times and like seeing these sessions happen, she invited me to start coming, and then I've loved it ever since. I've barely missed any like event or session, and I've done so much. It's really fun, but also you get to see the effect you have, and it's really interesting. Giving young people a voice that I didn't get when I was younger, and so it's like giving people going through similar things to me and dealing with other issues, giving them the chance to speak up and fight for themselves rather than just dealing with problems. I know I'm quite privileged to have a chance to do something like this, and so I'm doing as much as I can while I'm here and doing it. So I started properly taking part when I was like 15, 16, and from then to now, I am such a different person, but for the better. I'm much more confident. I help facilitate, I help look after the younger members of our group, and I would not have got the confidence to do that if it wasn't for being a part of this team specifically, and having Chantel, Zubair, Esther, Emily, everyone that works with us. If it wasn't for them, I would not be the person I am today, and I'm very happy with who I am today. I can confidently say that. I'm much more comfortable speaking to people. I can articulate myself very well. And it was I could do that before, but it was actually realizing I could. I had no idea that was a skill someone could have until being here and staff members pointing out how articulate I was. And so now I know that I use that to my advantage, and I use it where I can to say we're debating someone or say we're interviewing someone. I use that to my advantage to be able to speak to them on a different level. Being asked to represent South Yorkshire as a young person who speaks for them in part of the team organising this event in York, where it was all the counties from kind of the north of England, all young people like ourselves came to York to make some decisions about policies that affected us, and there was one person from each county part of planning and kind of supervising the day, and I was asked to be that person from South Yorkshire, and that is something I'm very proud of. Yes, definitely. So I'm heading off to university now come September, and again, I know I've been talking a lot about confidence, but being in this group has given me the confidence to kind of vouch for myself and push myself out of my comfort zone without feeling terrified to do so. I'm nervous, but me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, would never have even thought I could do something like this, but I'm going, I'm moving, I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone because I know I'll get something out of it. And being in this group has helped me realise that, yeah, there's the terrifying bit, but then it's overwhelmingly positive afterwards. People can have quite a negative view of professionals and decision makers, but quite a lot of the time, from the ones I've met, they have the right ideas in mind, they just have no idea how to do it. And so they're opening their minds up to working with young people to inform those decisions, so they know they're making the right decisions for those people. And being lucky enough to be one of those people that has been able to talk to professionals, and we had an event in Sheffield either last year or the year before, I can't remember when it was now, where the head of South Yorkshire Fire was there, and having a chance to speak with him is, again, it's people on a level I never thought I'd get a chance to converse with, but actually, and I took my chance there while I had it to make sure I was saying the right things for some young people who I know wouldn't be as confident as I am to be able to go up and speak to big important people like that. Obviously in university you have to work with other people quite a lot, and I feel like I'm quite good at adapting to how not only other young people but how other adults work, whether it be in something I'm knowledgeable about or something else. I feel like I can get along with quite a lot of people, and it's, again, like, I had no idea I had that as a quality until being here, and then people pointing out to me, it's like, oh, Cohen, you're a people person, you're good at talking to people. It's just never something I've thought about myself. But now I know that, I have much more confidence to be able to go ahead and meet new people and live with new people and work with new people. One of my first projects as part of this group was a thing called the Waiting Games, which was 3 games to exhibit kind of experiences that young people have that are quite hard to explain just off the fly. So like there was one for waiting times for mental health services, transitions between young children's and adult services, and then young people being trans. And so it's obviously they are quite unique experiences. Not everyone goes through those, and so we made those games to kind of hopefully help professionals and adults and other young people who don't go through those things understand those experiences to some degree. And we found out that, like, after an event where we handed loads of them out, they've been played up and down the country, which is incredible to see, because I can go, I did that. And then one of the most recent things we've done is the tech service for South Yorkshire, where there's the people that did Tech Shout wanted to do a service purpose built for South Yorkshire, and we got to decide what word it was and how it worked. And so now there's Text A Up, and we've got and I keep seeing posters of it every now and again, and it just makes me really proud to be able to go to, like, my friends and my family, oh, I helped, that's a project I was a part of, I helped do that, which I know not many young people get to do. I think I'm most excited about, again, meeting all the new people, because obviously there's my subject, which I'm really looking forward to, but that is, I know I'll enjoy that because I've picked to do it, whereas meeting new people, going into new jobs, new experiences, like I said, I'm living with people I've never met before, getting all that new experience, all that life experience, all the social experience is something I am quite looking forward to, because you don't really get much of it in a small town like where I'm from. And so moving to a big city and meeting loads of people that I would never have got a chance to meet otherwise is something I'm really looking forward to. Being able to speak and knowing I can speak and having faith in my ability to explain things and talk to people in a meaningful way will 100% affect my work at university and beyond, because being able to explain yourself and debate with people and talk without having to backtrack and explain yourself and stumble over your words all the time is a valuable skill that I don't think many people realise is valuable until they need to use it. And so I'll have a chance to work in groups, whether it be in jobs or at university. I'll have a chance to work in groups and present, and I know I'm going to be much more confident in that having been in this group. So I'm hoping that we're on quite, touch wood, an upward trajectory in this group. We're getting more and more requests to be part of projects. Like at the start, we had to seek out projects to be a part of, but now we have to turn projects down because there's so many people asking us to be a part of them, which is something I'm very happy to see, and I'm very glad to say I've been a part of that. And so I hope that trajectory only keeps on going up, and I hope that I can come back to Barnsley, whether it be in holiday time or like at the end of the year, and see that we've just kept on going up. The current champions I've been with since before we were even health champions. And so being one of the older ones, I see them as younger siblings. and I care about them all very dearly, and they all know that, hopefully. And I'm incredibly proud of every single one of them. Like, I do not know, they make the group. The staff are incredible. They make the group in their own way, but it is definitely the young people. And I'm so proud of them because I've seen them all come out of their shells over the past few years, and I cannot wait to see what they're going to be like. And I am going to miss them as well. I wouldn't say that to them, but I am going to miss them. Nerves is understandable because some of the things we do, we end up in big rooms of important people and it's really loud and there's loads of people talking, and I get that is definitely daunting, but you're in good hands. You're there for a reason, and the people are there to listen to you, and if they don't listen to you, the staff will tell them to listen to you because that's what you're there for. And so everyone in this group will fight your corner, no matter whether, even if you're not in the room, if they see something's wrong, they will pull it up. One thing I'd want to say is make sure you're listening in the right way, because especially at certain events, we've been invited or asked to come to these events to have these conversations with you. So make sure you're carrying things forward in the best way possible. And I know most people we've worked with, the vast majority of people we've worked with have done that. But you hear stories about certain people not doing things they should have, or something that was commented on which then wasn't followed up. And so I want to make that very clear, that make sure you're listening in the right way and bring our word forward, because we are trying to be useful.